The cost of these world's goods is not calming down. Is you think that seeing these for over $1,000 would detour a few people, but it's not stopping them. Happy Saturday, everybody. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. You guys remember Galaxy Trans, right? I bet you probably don't. Wait, Galaxy Photon is still a deck? Yes, it is, but this had a gold... this had a Gold Sarcophagus 2019 10 version. These are $245, and Light Plays and the one near mint up here are coming in about $2-ish a piece with 27 listings for this. This is the pay 2,000, target a photon monster in your graveyard, special summon both it and a galaxy from your deck with the same level but in defense position, and then each monster tag becomes 2,000. Their effects are negated, and then you cannot normal summon or special summon except for photon and galaxy for the rest of the turn. But this was essentially a combo extender that the deck had going for it. But really, is $2 crazy? I mean, when you start to look back here at some of this older niche material, it does get kind of interesting just with what players are kind of seeing out here. So interesting. Blue Slug. First of all this Marincess stuff, the fact that Marincess has stuck around as, a metagame contender up to this point in time, I'm not all that surprised. But the Blue Slugs here, $425 Ultra from Rising Rampage. Of course, the Super down here from 10's coming in about $3-ish as well. But I mean, like, for a Link 1, for, something like Marincess, I mean, look, the Seahorse is still up there. Oh, nice Rising Rampage here. The Coral Anemones still coming in about $8. The Blue Tangs coming in, these are still $8. The Dives still have... Man, that Duelist pack was so bad. There's 103 dives in the market, but to be fair, it's a searcher. And it's restricted to, a once per turn. So you're not playing a large amount of these at the end of the day. It's still... 2 has kind of been the residual number. Oh, look, the Pascalis. Nice Super for $3. Yeah, the amount of value that is present in the Marincess deck, it's still very much budget. Don't get me wrong about that. I mean, you scroll on down here, $2. Most of this stuff still going to fit you in the nice budget category. But I just want to point out that, all that value, the Aqua Argonaut is 45 cents. Yeah, you got a couple of stray movements going on here, but nothing too big. The Red Eyes Baby Dragon, what is it with... this card, and actually a lot of the stuff from this particular block of printing has just kind of always been its thing. I mean, I think it's definitely the nostalgia factor for sure. I mean, these did ramp up, and I mean, we have calmed down at the $15 to $16 mark. Like, this isn't anything too crazy, but formerly, I mean, you've seen these 20 plus. Secret Rares down here, $14 to $15 on up to $16. Yeah, I think this is probably the best legendary duels that they could have actually printed and, brought to life here. But that's what you're looking at right now in terms of the Red Eyes Baby Dragon. And, of course, you guys remember Bingo Machine Go? Don't worry. Bingo Machine Go will eventually be affordable, everybody said an eternity ago. These came in $23 as of fairly recent. 22, 23. Yeah, these actually do escalate on up here. Isn't that crazy? And then the Ultra Bingo Machine goes down here, also coming in $23 across the board. Should we be surprised about that? No, this is actually kind of crazy that these have maintained this much value across the board. And once again, they are on a decline here. We are seeing, value being retreated out of this. But come on. You have a Red Ice card and a Blue Ice card here, which should be budget at this point, post those reprints. And they're just holding on for dear life. I find that very hilarious. Good stuff, I guess. Man, these sets, so weird. Blazeman, there has been... I can't believe this. It just adds polymerization from the deck to the hand. That's it. And, $6.28 was the last time you could have bought these for $3. All right, that was over a month and a half ago. Now, if you were to pick up a Blazeman at this point in time, you're getting punched for $12 to $13. And that, good news is you can at least buy Italian copies here for $5s. But if you want English, you're spending almost double that price point. That's ridiculous at the end of the day. But I mean, to be fair, Hero Innovations are a dime a dozen these days. I mean, the Infernal Divisor shot up in price. Everybody kind of lost their mind when that happened. But Legendary Duelist copies, 35 cents. 15 cents down here for the Speed Duel, GX Midterm Paradox. At least the GX Midterm stuff has a decent amount of value in it. Look at this. I'm not lying. If you look at, some of these bad sets, you look at these, oh, they're $25? Yeah, for a whole mini display of that. Yeah, those were a whole $8 a piece for those. But man, oh man, $5 for the Doggerons. Hero Lives is $2. Key Guardians dollars. All these pieces have tanked down. You get a nice Bubble Man for some of the older formats. You can get a nice Polymerization for, a couple dollars. Literally, place that for like $3. And then it just continues to go down. At least the Doggeron's a nice 60-cent piece here, and then Drillroid's a nice 30-cent. Yeah, this set is literal dog water. You thought that Duelist Nexus and the Salamangreat set were water. This is definitely one of them. All right, Guardian Yatos. Well, first of all, Guardian Yatos, I can get a super rare from the tins for 12 cents. I can get a Legendary Collection Ultra Rare for 22 cents. Dragon's Legend for 22 cents. And Dragon's Legend Common for 10 cents. So what's the value going on up here? Well, it is Stardust Overdrive. You know what that means. There's always going to be some sort of toxicity back here. Somebody bought a Light Play First Edition. I kid you not, a Light Play First Ed for near. It was definitely over $300 post-tax, but that's crazy. You get Unlimbs up here for the $20 mark, but this is going to be one of those cases. I want to see this ramp up. First edition copies of this, they don't come around hardly. Okay, well, to be fair, our curve up here was $400, $500 for first editions. This actually is almost as bad as Archlord Christia. Like, Archlord Christia is dumb money, too. Yeah, you hit the 250, 275. Yikes. Yeah, those do accelerate up. Ugh. That's a lot of money. Okay. Kurikara Starlights. These did fall a little bit, but they haven't plunged too much at this point in time. Still $202. Meanwhile, the secret rares have had a decent recovery phase here. I mean, they're still pushing $43 to $40. To be fair, like, you're kind of far in between the verified section here. You do hit the $43 mark down here. So Kurikara's got a decent run going for them. I'm not particularly, too excited about the overall price swings of this, but it's doing its job, to say the least. Hey, remember the WCQ Top Cut playmat this year? I know a lot of people haven't really thought about this, really gave two craps about this, but fun fact, this thing's only $200. I expect most of these Top Cut mats to be way more absurd when it comes to, the value that's present in them, but to see that this one sitting at $200, I'm actually kind of about that. That's not too bad. The official duel set. So this is the thing that was available at Worlds. You get the replicas of the Dark Magician and the Blue Eyes. You get the 2 sleeves and the half-size playmats here. And these have been selling on eBay at this stage for $275 out of Japan. Now, I actually personally bought one of these. I think it was $175 shipped, so I got this for $100 less than the asking price of that, which is pretty crazy, but they sold freaking near 15 of these at this price point, and that's nuts to me. That obviously, the collectors want these things. It's literally Dark Magician and Blue Eyes. They knew what they were doing for these. And this year's Worlds cards, this is the cheapest listing that I could find on eBay here. And basically what this is this is the Dark Magician Girl and the Magic Cylinder in the quarter century secret rares. And they're beautiful. But this year's, if you were invited, you got handed $1,000 to go to Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds if you were, a Japan native. That is crazy to me. Hey, Konami, in the future, maybe you should have an OTS celebration event. People did miss those at the end of the day, but I am happy to see that they did bring back the envelopes this year. And we've talked about this over and over on Market Watch. I've just enjoyed watching these cards, you know, continue to rocket on up to the moon. Like there's no tomorrow in terms of the value that is present in these things. It is hilarious to see. So that is all that I have for you today on the market. We're going to continue to monitor the world's goods because this is the first time the world's has been back in, you know, 4 years, or was back for the first time in 4 years. So it's interesting to kind of see where the market's going with these things. So please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.